All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the, what are we doing today? This is an advanced dropshipping class for the Freedom Club, and this is the Growth Masterclass. Welcome, everybody. I'll give everyone a couple of minutes to jump on in. Bailey, Jessica, nice to see you. I'm good. How are you? Heather, welcome. Zach and Shiny, welcome. Bonnie, oh, the whole crew's here. This is good to see. Rob, welcome. Rosaline, welcome. We got 11 comments. We got 11 questions to get through. Oh man, that's a lot. Lola, welcome. All right, we better get started or we're going to be here all night. Okay, Zach and Shiny. Sorry I wasn't here last week, guys. Yeah, the internet was gone. Like literally, it was gone. They dug my cables up. Not just me. There's the whole estate. Some poor assholes decided it'd be fun to go dig up all the copper wiring. So it took them all day and a little bit more to actually fix it. I don't even know how you fix that. Anyway, we're back. Olivia, you want to book some time with me? You can absolutely do that. I'll send you a link. 1 second. Okay, where am I? Where's my page? Here we go, my profile. Be with you guys in 1 second. Okay, this is a link to my profile on Upwork. That's where I take bookings if you do want to do that. Again, you don't need to. It's completely optional. If you want to do that, that's up to you. Okay, Zach and Shani. Hopping back in again after a week, your Advantage Plus campaign, getting consistent sales. Nice. Nice. Some creatives aren't doing great in the Advantage Plus. High cost per purchase, but did well when we were doing single ad testing. Should we turn them off? As it's been running about 3 weeks and is still in learning, could I jump on your ad manager for Mama Go-Go? That's an interesting question. And yes, I can. I can do that for you. I have to go into my ads accounts. Actually, someone invited me to their account, and I didn't get to actually go through with it. So just give me a sec. I've been in Pure Haven. If you're on the call, I got your invite. Echoey. Damn. Again? I guess yours is okay. Good. It's just you, Michaela. Maybe refresh the screen. Mama Go-Go. You're all good. Excellent. I was worried there because I actually built an entirely new PC this week, and when I built the PC, I'm such an idiot sometimes. I forgot. My stream was coming up and I completely forgot that I had to go and stream and reset all of my stream up. So I did it all very quickly. So there could still be problems. But in this case, Michaela, you're the problem. All right. Pure Haven, I have accepted your invite. Okay, Mama Go-Go. Let's have a go. See how we go. Now, the reason why this is interesting is because your question here is probably valid for absolutely everybody. What do we do? How do we think about this? Some creatives that did well in individual testing are having a high cost per purchase. And man, I wish I could give you a straight answer on this. I really do. Zach and Shani, are you on the call? Or Shani and Zach? Or maybe just Zach? Or yeah, you are. You there. Okay, cool. All right. Man, I wish I could just give you a straight up answer. Let's have a look over the past 7 days, and I'll kind of show you what I mean. This is where these advanced classes really come into play. So we're getting on average a $50 cost per purchase, and look, honestly, that isn't too bad. That's not too bad at all. And obviously here we've got some of these ads that are doing quite well at $15, $30, and $22 a purchase. Now, usually what Facebook will do is it will usually spend the most amount of money on one particular ad creative. It won't usually like to share around too much. I need to see the spend. Oh, your CPM is fantastic, by the way. Amount spent. Okay, C18. It's currently getting the most spent here, closely followed by these two, C14 and C15. The ROAS on C15 is only 0.42 with a purchase of 170. So look, your instincts are going to be, holy crap, turn that bad boy off. And then C18 giving you $63 a purchase. Oh, yeah, it's borderline. Do I turn that off or not? And then C14 sitting here now with a beautiful $33 a purchase. Now C1, $87. You'd be thinking that's still coming in a bit high. Is it still blurry? That's so stupid. If you jump onto my YouTube, it might actually be easier for you to see. I wonder if there's a way I could boost. There's not. I can't even tell it. Like I can't even say to it, I want you to boost in, like to stream in 4K. On YouTube, I'm streaming like in 1080p, so it's a lot better. All right. So you'd be inclined to turn some of these off. Before you turn them off, what we want to do is we want to have a look first of all at the click-throughs. Now we're using CTR all here. That's not my favorite way of looking at this. I prefer to look through CTR link clicks, which we'll do here. So we're going to go columns. We're going to add some columns to make our life a little bit easier. CTR. And get rid of, and this doesn't affect your screen. This only affects mine, as far as I know. CTR link clicks. We're going to add those in. Okay. Next thing I'm going to add in is add to carts. I want to see the total add to carts. I only care about websites. And then lastly, initiate checkout. I want to see the total. Again, I'm only interested. Yomo, that's why you're on YouTube, because the video quality is so much better? Yeah. I apologize, guys. You can chat with me in Circle and watch on YouTube if you like. You can put me up on your TV if you like, but please don't. That means you see all of my blemishes live in 4K. You can put comments in. You can comment on YouTube. I just can't see who you are. And you can't put links in. Sucks, hey. That's kind of why I stream to both. All right. Now we've got some extra data. Now we've got add to carts. And this paints a very, very different picture here. Now we look at our worst performer, which you would have turned off at $170 per purchase. Looking at you, C15. Yeah. Cheeky. I was going to say something nasty there, but just call it cheeky. You cheeky ad. Eight people tried to check out and only one purchased. So you need to mute one. Yeah, probably mute. I'd mute the Freedom Club because YouTube could access. Because I've got like I upgraded my sound to sound as good as possible, but I'm not sure if it works on Freedom. So here we have a much different picture. We can see that actually C15 did really, really well. In fact, it got the most add to carts. It got the most checkouts other than C14. And I think maybe we can blame some of this on Facebook not allocating the right purchases to the right ads. It could also be that Facebook showed an ad. The person didn't click on that ad. It just got shown the ad. Because maybe the person hadn't quite decided to complete their purchase, but the ad got shown but wasn't clicked, and they went back later and completed their purchase. And what Facebook does is it allocates that purchase to the latest viewed ad, not necessarily clicked, but viewed. So some of these other ads down here can pick up that purchase. So you got a few things going on. Number one, Facebook is, Olivia, you can't see or hear it. Can't see or hear what? Can everybody else see and hear? Try refreshing. Here I am talking to someone who can't see or hear. Try refreshing your browser. Okay. So, where was I? Yes, Facebook data is not perfect. That's the first problem. Second problem is the allocation of sales can be a little bit confusing because of that. Okay, second thing, or third thing we're up to now. What matters most is having the full picture in your head of what's going on, because you should be looking at your average. How do you get your average? Well, usually it's down here, down the bottom here. But you can go, if it's not showing down the bottom here, because usually I'd see results down here, if I'm not mistaken, but you can go back to your ad set level and you can actually look and say, okay, on average, we're $50 per conversion, which is quite reasonable. We've had 37 checkouts and we've had 17 purchases. So usually I'd expect to see half as many purchases as I do checkouts, and you guys are pretty much there. So it's looking pretty good. I wouldn't be touching anything, honestly. I think you need a bit more data, a bit more time. If anything, the one that I would be concerned about, not even that one, because that's had 3 checkouts. Maybe C18. This is probably the worst performer out of all of them, because it's had 5 checkouts. 4 of them turned out to be purchases. So really this could have been 3 or even 2.5 purchases, and that cost per purchase is quite high. And C18 is your highest spender. Potentially turning that off could reallocate some of that spend to the bottom ones that are actually doing a fair bit better. What I want you to do before you do anything is keep a diary. Keep a spreadsheet. You can just use Google Sheets. You type in the date. You type in any information that you think is going to help you. I have a calendar, so I use a Google Calendar. And what I do on my Google Calendar is when I make a change to my account, I go in and I just record a little note on the date that I changed it. And that means that when I've made a change and I have drastically different results over the next 3 days, I can go back and say, what did I do? What did I do to F this all up? And I can tell you, part of this game is effing things up as much as possible. As long as you do it with good intentions and the best data. The second most important thing, other than effing things up as fast as possible, is being able to go back to what was working as quickly as possible. Because we're never going to know what works until we crack a few eggs and get our hands dirty, right? Now, one of the key things you might want to do is you might want to keep, this is just a suggestion too, keep this ad set going, keep this campaign going, duplicate it, and run a duplicated one with those changes so that you don't mess up what's currently working, but you're testing what else can work as well. That's also what I do. Now, the way that I'm scaling with Homecraftology these days is I'm not just adding more budget to my ads, my campaigns or ad sets. I'm actually duplicating my campaigns and ad sets. I find that's a much more secure way of what's the word I was looking for? I had a brain fart. What do you call it? Scaling. It's a much more consistent way to scale at the moment. So that's what I would advise you to do on this one. Any questions? Clear as mud? Good question, by the way. You thought it might have been an option to test it by duplicating it and making changes? Absolutely. In fact, these days I'm more inclined to do that because I don't want to screw up momentum that I'm already getting. But what I do is keep notes so that you can go back, because I can't remember what I was thinking 3 days ago. I make decisions based on data, and I look back and I go, what was I thinking? That was the stupidest thing to do. But probably it wasn't. I just read my notes, which I often do now. And it reminds me, oh yeah, I remember now. I did this because of this weird thing. Okay, Rhonda. Review your ad sets. Still making a sale every 2 or 3 days. I've got access to Clear Tuesdays. Graphic designer recommended to create 4 photos. They are C40 to 43. Take a look at your product page. All right, let's start with this. It's getting better and better and better. It's looking good. I don't see any glaring problems. I think I'll just bring this down into mobile view. That looks great. The only thing that I could recommend for your product page is just send this to the graphic designer and have him put your best benefits right here on the actual product image. He can do it really neatly. I'd highly recommend doing that. Maybe your headlines here are a little bit long. If you can use ChatGPT just to help you reduce the words, that might help. I'm just trying to check it on mobile. These things here, they could be rotating along slowly, and that would grab my attention and make me feel even more secure in buying this. And you want to have like an as featured on, so I know what these actually mean. Right now they're just logos. Oh, you got subscribed. Let me know how many people actually subscribe. And you might want to make it a significant discount if they do subscribe. That's very cool. There's a bit of a spacing issue right here between the text and the heading. The heading doesn't look much bigger than the text, so it's difficult. And because you've got such a large amount of text here and then text on the image, it's a bit texty. So a few little improvements you can make there that may have a significant improvement over time. Let's go take a look for Clear Tuesdays. All right, collagen patch, $55 per purchase. It doesn't seem right. Oh, you've only spent $55 so far this month. Okay. More purchases at $100 a purchase. Ooh. Are you getting more purchases than Facebook is telling us? Your click-through is just a little bit short there. And your cost per click is a little bit high. Your CPM is very, very high on the videos. It's concerning because it's just not where it needs to be. This click and this CTR, it should be a lot better. In terms of photos, okay, so Facebook's putting all your spend in C34 and 35. We should be seeing significantly higher click-throughs on these. What did you say that you were? You were C40 and C43. I don't know, I don't see them. C4, oh, here we go, C40 and C43. Yeah, they're not getting enough spend, so we can't tell if they're any good. I would turn off these ones. Turn these off. In fact, just because we're not getting what we want, we need to make some pretty drastic action to try and test these new ones. Let me have a look at what he's done. It's not too, it's neat, it's clean. It's not bad. What should you do with the video creatives? That's nice. Look at that. That's very, very nice. Oh, that's so much better than you've had. What I would do, okay, let's take one step at a time. Image-wise, turn everything else off except those two new ones and get him to make some more ones for you. You're on the right track here. These are starting to look a lot more professional. In terms of the video ads, let me watch them real quick. One of yours popped up the other day. Okay, so C39. He's getting all of your spend. Let's see if it's worthwhile. Michaela, she got them from My Image Guy, who would probably be thrilled if I shared him with you. Just don't tell him, like, just don't instruct him to make the same ads as Chris, because otherwise all of us are going to have all the same looking ads. He can do other styles. All right, so it's not a bad ad, it's just not working. That's all. It sucks. It sucks. It's disappointing for me because I've been in those shoes many times. It's decent. It's shot well. It's the right thing to say.
If you are not using a collagen eye patch, then you will probably age quicker. Let me tell you why this product is amazing. The first thing you notice on
This one's just too much. It's so fast. It reminds me of my first few video ads where I couldn't get out what I wanted to say. And C44.
One of my favorite things to do when I'm getting ready for work is I will do a mask. I'll put on the face mask and then I will grab some eye masks like these. I really like these cool gold ones. And I will put them under my eyes over the mask that's already on my face, just to kind of have two things happening at once. Like this.
Okay, I can see why this ad. So hard to keep getting someone to make. Who made this one? This is a good ad. The difference, she's calmer. The tones. She's got stuff on her face. She's like in her makeup phase. Is that what you would call it? Like, Keith, it's not my video guy. It's my image guy. You made this? Is this you? Oh, you made that one. She's trending right now. That's a good ad. See the difference there? And the difference could fade over time, but so far, like, you're getting 3.3% click-through in that one. And $1.92. That's Haley, is it? Why is this one working? Jesus, she's yelling at me. Just close that down. Okay, well, that's pretty simple, Rhonda. All you need to do is just call Haley's people, okay, and just convince her to make you more videos. Problem solved. if you had $1 million, I think you'd maybe even need a little bit more. I was just going back to see if I get more data. So what I would do here, right? Just look for this type of product anyway. My honest opinion is video is good, but for this type of product, static images usually do better anyway at the moment, from what I've seen. What I would do is I would turn these other ones off and just run C44 for like another 5 days, get it just to make sure it is going to work. You can go on to and find yourself. You can use an AI actor to say all the things that she's doing if you want. You can use cuts to her. You can if you use Bilal and you show him this is what's working, what can you make for me, and see what he can make for you. Because she's kind of, if this does work over a few more days, then that gives you a bit of a template. What's exciting here is the click-throughs. So we have something here that's almost working potentially, and we can build on that. But you're not really getting anywhere with the older videos that you've got. They're just not working. Your budget's $15 a day. Should you increase it? If you feel comfortable that you can spend that kind of money, you could increase it to $30 a day. If you're going to turn off the other ads, I would do that. Just for me personally, I'd want to make sure that I was spending enough so that I didn't have to like be in this position for too long. I'd rather spend 30 to 50 a day to figure out if it's not going to work for that particular ads and turn them off, than sort of have to wait longer when I'm spending less per day to have enough data to make a decision. Oops. So that's what I would do in your account. I think you're nearly there. I know you've been nearly there for a while. I think you're starting to get it with the images now. So with the image guy, what you want to do is show him. Well, we don't know that it's working yet. We need to turn all the other images off and just test these two. But tell him that I think what he did was great and to get more of them. Go and look at all your competitors. Find out which images they're all using. Send them to what's his name? What is his name? Dimas. Send them to Dimas. Say, this is what my competitors are doing. Can you please give me 5, 10 more? I usually go in batches of 5 or 10. That way you can turn off all the old ones, because you know the old ones. You know their statistics. What we want to be doing is trying to find ways to do better than that. And as you do better and better and better, you'll get better and better results. And you should get there. All right, Justin. Launch Advantage Plus, Portable Espresso, $100 budget, 10. You've had a few sales since. You've increased the price. Great. I don't know if I've got access. Who is Dimas? Dimas is my image guy. Not Dennis. Not. Oh man, I'm going to be giving away my greatest asset. You guys are lucky. I love you all. That's all I can say. You guys are lucky. And luckily for you, Dimas has impressed me so much that he also gets my help in getting new people. Do I know why? Like, just let me get Dimas's stuff. 1 sec. Where is he? Dimas, there you are. All right, so if you do use Dimas, please tell him that Chris sent you. Let me grab his profile here. Got it. And please know he's not part of the Freedom Club. Okay, so he's not one of the Freedom Club's preferred vendors or anything. He's just my personal guy. And like to be completely honest with all of you, he's not necessarily an e-commerce guy. I took him because he was so talented, and I kind of molded him into being what I need. did him to be. I finish that sentence. All right. What was that question? Rhonda. The new changes in Meta is killing you. Share something different in Meta on Facebook, something else. The call to action of... the call to action. Yeah, the images you use make a significant difference. Yeah, they're shop now. Are they not shop now on Instagram? If not, that's weird. It is weird. What, Yomo, when I help others, I'll be rewarded one way. I hope so. Yeah, sorry, Yomo. I'll give you his Upwork there. Yeah, just make sure you tell him Chris sent you. Maybe he'll give me a couple of freebies. Shows us browse now? Really? I didn't see that. Shop now here. Shop now here as well. Yeah, I don't know the answer to that, Rhonda. I'll have to look it up. Okay, Justin. Yeah, add Espresso. Not add Espresso, but Espresso. I don't think I got access to your account, my friend. I'll just check. Oh, I do. What do you know? You have a screenshot? Beats me. Get details. What the? Have you got some sort of AI thing going on? Sorry, we'll jump into Espresso in a minute. Hold on. Which ad was that? You probably... because you got Hailey Bieber's secret there too. Be careful of that. Okay. How much does 5 to 10 static video ads? Dimmers doesn't do video ads. Dimmers only does static image ads, and they're very cheap. Like, don't quote me on this, but I asked him to do like 10 ads, and it cost me like, you know, maybe $30-$40. I guess I don't look at my bills, but he's very, very cheap. He's the cheapest one that I've got, and he's honestly the best bang for buck. But if I ask him to do my images and he's too busy doing all of your images, I'm going to come back here and I'm going to be very, very angry. Maybe it's part of the new text improvements, maybe? He charged you... Oh, look, I was only guessing, Diane. I was only guessing. I don't look at my bills. But 100 USD for 10 images, that seems pretty good, doesn't it? And also, negotiate, guys. Why you use Upwork? Yeah, Upwork's always in USD. Just negotiate before he does the video. Like, ask him, how much will this cost me? And if he goes 100 USD, maybe you say, hey buddy, that's a bit too much. Can you do it for 60? He's probably going to go, you know what, I can. And if he doesn't, that's cool. You can pay him what he asked for. Negotiation. Just because they give you a resource doesn't mean that you have to like accept it, like, and you know, accept his price. Billy, he made all my images for all my stores. So if you go to Homecraftology, I mean, you'll see them all, but he makes beautiful, beautiful images. He's a very talented guy. It's probably... It's actually interesting that you don't use any of these, because I always use all of these too, by the way. I put all my optimizations on every single ad, and that definitely improves my CTR. So it's interesting that you don't have those turned on. Again, you don't have any turned on here, so that would make a significant difference to your ads. And you got none turned off here, turned on here as well. I don't know why it's changing your browse button. I don't know if that's a new thing, because you certainly don't have those on, but you should definitely turn them on. 100%. It's a night and day difference. All right, onto Espresso. We've got 8 sales. We were doing really well with this top of funnel at $34 a purchase. Why is this one turned off? Was this because it was just on testing? Yeah, we had some really good broad C13. Wow. Great, that's working well. And a few winners there. Okay, so we've taken our winners, I imagine, and we put them into an Advantage Plus scaling campaign. Cool. But all of a sudden, we're not getting $34 purchases anymore. Our purchases have gone up. Don't you hate it when that happens? In this case, do I have the text overlay? I have them all turned on all the time. I'm lazy, what can I say? But I get decent results when I do it. I think we should turn some of these off. I think do what I did earlier on the call. Like C4, for example, we've spent the most amount of money. We've had 3 purchases. Check out your add to carts. Check out your checkouts. And if we look in your testing campaign, where's C4? Yeah, I think Facebook's just chosen the wrong winner to take all your spend. So turn the ones off that, like, check your add to carts and check your checkouts too. But I suspect C4 just isn't a good ad. I suspect, because you had ads that performed way better. Isn't that weird? It's the video ad that's performing the worst. Weird. Oh, you don't have your improvements on either. You should make sure you have them all turned on. Interesting. Let's just hold on now and take a look at the add to carts. Oops, cart. Checkout. Six add to carts. Oh yeah, 5 checkouts. Okay. 3 purchases, so it's performing okay. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I thought it was going to say it's performing okay. Interesting. Do I use ABO or CBO? Depends on what I want to do. I use a mixture of both, actually, for most of my websites. For most of my businesses. Just depends on a few different things, actually. Hold on, I'm just trying to figure out what to do here. Give me a second, guys. I want to see cost per click. And I want to see cost per click and CTR, link clicks. Okay, so the cost per click is pretty good, and the link click here is not terrible. It's just that purchase price is really, really high. How did C4 perform in your testing? This is C4 here. Interesting. Why did it do so well here? Creative testing, frequent travelers. Is that because it was targeting frequent travelers and then when you go to a broad targeting, it's like struggling? Potentially, because we got those down here too. What's this one? Coffee houses. Because we don't have any spend on some of these, do we? All right. So what would I do? I would. So we know that frequent travelers were a good targeting. Alex, quick question about info ads. Yeah, go ahead, my friend. Go ahead. So this was doing well when we did targeting, and then when we opened it up to show everybody. So you might want to actually think about, for one, maybe getting rid of the first few seconds of this video. Once this all loads in. Okay, I'm not going to be able to see it. Thanks, Facebook. I would consider changing the first few seconds of the video. Maybe just scrapping it so that we go directly to pouring the coffee from the machine. You could even go so far as to... Oh, thanks, Alex. Thanks for the subscribe, brother. You're welcome. I'm here to help. This is literally my day job. My day job is e-commerce and helping people. What would be the best setup for info product ads? You're talking about digital downloads? And what's set up in terms of what? In terms of how you should set up the ads in terms of structure, or how you should do that in terms of creatives? Yeah, it could be that this particular ad maybe it just doesn't perform well to everybody. So what you can do is you could actually do a campaign directed to frequent travelers and just have this in that campaign, and then turn this particular ad off for your general. So you have two campaigns running. One's targeted to travelers because we know that was working, and then one targeting the general population without this video. That's what I recommend. All right, Alex, selling a high-ticket course, call funnel. I would be doing... So that's interesting, hey. For a high-ticket course, you want to be getting leads as fast as possible. So it's not necessarily best to worry about your ads in particular, but to make sure that you're doing lead generation, a lead generation funnel, have the benefits right at the start of the funnel so you can get that contact. You want the email, you want the phone number, and essentially even thinking about getting them to book in a discovery call would be ideal. In terms of targeting, yeah, you definitely want to be targeting broad interest-based, even though we have an example here for this particular product where interest was working, it's not what I would usually recommend. For most things, I'd recommend broad targeting. It's just that sometimes, for some particular products, sometimes targeting does seem to do well, but you can go through and do individual $10 per day tests on any targeting that you want. I wish I could just direct you to one of my old videos that I did where I show you my entire strategy, because it would work for you. Basically, you want to create a structure of campaigns where you have one campaign individual ad sets, all with the same ads in them, each targeting a different niche on Facebook, just to see which niche is going to be the best, if any, for you to target. And then you have one broad as a bit of a what would you call it, like a control, so that you can say, okay, this is what broad gets me versus this is what all my interests get me. And that way you're testing like on like, and you have a bit of science behind what you're doing. You can even test. I wouldn't be doing messenger campaigns anymore. People just seem to get so pissed off with messenger campaigns. I wouldn't even do lead gen campaigns on Facebook. I'd do Facebook ads for leads as the primary target on your page. And what you want to be doing is having some call and some, what do you call them, some appointment setters, calling up those leads. They're very cheap to go hire an appointment setter to call up the leads and actually book in a sales call. And you want to have a nice good high ticket salesman who can actually make the calls and you know, do the sale for you and get a small commission on that. That's what I would recommend. All right, hope that helps add the espresso business out. Okay, and we're running out of time, guys. I got like 12 minutes left. We've done Clear Tuesdays, we've done espresso. So I'd reckon a test broad, sign up for case study funnel, VSL application call. Yeah, that's exactly what I would do. That's actually what we've done in the Freedom Club as well. That's how we got started. As you can see here, this is a high ticket offer that we sell, where we teach people e-commerce, and that's kind of how we got started, I believe. So we had the VSL here, join, but it's changed now from what it used to be. It used to be more like what I was saying there. At the moment now, you get free access to our course for 30 days, and if you decide to upgrade, you can. All right, Lola, you've shared a link via email. No worries, my friend. 2 sales in the first 48 hours, no sales since. You added new creators overnight. I can't really help you with your ads because I don't think I have access. Okay, the sofa cover. Oh yeah. This is a tricky. Oh, well, this image here doesn't look so good. It's a bit of a turn off there. Better sleep aids in improving joint. No, I'm sorry, but who was this one? Lola. We gotta break this. We gotta bring this back to basics. I don't think you've got the right benefits here. I really don't. Also, we don't have any information about sizes. Yes, we got pictures, but we need some sizing information. Because you could consider this, it's a medium to high ticket dropshipping product. We've got to help people want to buy this, and it's not quite what we're doing here. So I would pause your ads for the moment. We need to do some work on the page. What I would like you to do, Lola. I don't feel like you're going to have an ads problem here because I can see the problem on the landing page. I want you to find everybody else who's selling this and make a list and compare what they're doing to what you're doing. But when you compare, I want you to break it down in mobile view and see what they're doing here with the top half of their website. This is the most important part of your website here. We've got to get the unique benefits and the proposition here properly. One of the things you've done right though is your previous price is bigger than your actual sales price. That's actually very clever, by the way. So good job there. Now, there's no header here to tell me what I'm about to read. No header here, no header here. It's just a bunch of text. I need you to sell this to me. Thanks, Billy. Jimmy is my go-to guy. Jimmy was a student like you guys, and he impressed me so much in learning how to build a high converting website that he became a coach. And honestly, He's amazing. He is absolutely amazing. As good, if not better than me. That's how much value that I put in Jimmy. So can you get onto Jimmy, have him help you how to elevate this page up. But before you go and talk to, well, go and talk to Jimmy, but before you go and work with Jimmy, you need to have a good idea about your competitors in your head. And you need to make sure that you've got the right benefits for this. He saved your website, Billy. That's good. That's good. You know how he got good at this? You know how he got so good? It's really simple. He chose probably the most difficult niche that I've ever seen. And he did his absolute best. We spent hours on his website together trying to figure out how to make it better. Sometimes you pick a niche that it just can't work, but boy did he try. And by the end of it, he knew exactly how to make a high converting website. This is a skill that we've got to develop, hey. Yeah, turn them off for now. Like, never delete anything. Just turn it off for now. And you'll be back up and running as soon as, probably within a week. It's just you've got the data, so you kind of know, hey, this isn't quite working. It's okay. It happens to all of us, even me. I will run my ads for like 3 days. If I'm not feeling it, it's going back and retooling my landing page. And it doesn't matter how many bells and whistles I put on the landing page, because sometimes I do all of my tricks, and sometimes I do all of the things that I can possibly do to like all the bells and whistles. But if you don't have the meat and bones correct, you can't get the sale. So yeah, but he did Body Love. It was a body contouring, what would you call it? Shapewear. What we didn't realize at the time, Jimmy and myself included, because I thought it was a cool idea. It's just that all the competitors were well funded with investment. They weren't running their ads profitably. And believe me, there's a lot of businesses out there that don't need to run their ads profitably. They get given a marketing budget to find new customers. He doesn't sell that one anymore. He's using his skills to sell other stuff. All right, Billy. Luxid. Change your colors. You're looking for advice. Oh, nice. The old growth cap. It looks really good as a start. It looks really nice. Beautiful website. It's nice and clear. You haven't gone too far into the bells and whistles, which I really, really like. My only advice here, I'm probably going to have not just one piece of advice, but... Oh, hey, Yomo, I'll take a look. Sorry, mate. I'll take a look at that as soon as I can. Looks better on mobile. I don't doubt that. The one thing is, though, target audience. I don't feel like women are the target for this one. I mean, yes, women get alopecia, and yes, it's very sad. I just don't see women wearing this if they do have alopecia. Alopecia, not alopecia. This isn't a jalapeno. Men, absolutely. Now, if I'm a man, last time I checked I was, being a man, coming onto this website knowing that I'm balding, I'm already self-aware enough. I don't need to see a pretty woman wearing the thing that I'm going to wear. I want to see dudes who look like me with less hair. Or preferably with more hair after they've used it. These men that you got there look pretty good. It's just the woman at the front. Probably, I know some women will buy this, but primarily, and this is an assumption, a huge assumption. Primarily, we're talking about men. These are great, by the way. All right, let's go through and have a read. Visibly thicker, fuller, longer hair. Yes. Stop shedding at the source. Yes. Suitable for all stages of hair loss. Yes. 2 free gifts to maximize growth. Yes, but what are they? Oh, they were already on the first image here. Cool. 2 free gifts. I would just put So you've got your hair growth oil and your scalp massager for 55.80. So 2 free gifts to maximize growth, and then in brackets worth 58.80. Would someone buy 2 of these? Do you need to have a buy 2 get this price kind of thing? Do I want 1 at the office and 1 for home? Just a question. I don't know if you do or not. The rest looks good. All right. Looking at your ads. Hey, it looks like my tattoo. All right, looking at your ads. Do I have Luxid? I don't know. Jimmy said it was too many options. I don't know, man. I think it's worth testing. If you put it up there and you test it for a couple of weeks and you don't get any people buying 2, then you can just take it off. If you do get a few people buying 2 and your conversion rates is pretty good, then you know it was worthwhile. Okay, we've got Lux Lid. I don't have access to your ads. Just make sure. Bailey, I do offer one-on-one sessions. They are paid sessions. I don't really go around advertising them too much because I don't want to seem rude to Freedom Club. But I do offer paid sessions on my Upwork. I will give you a link just because you've asked. One second. Where am I? But did you send me an invite to the right email? Just give me a second. Give me a second, Billy. I'll write down my email. You may have invited the Freedom Club, Chris. But did you invite the Facebook, Chris? That's my Facebook email. And if you did invite me, I didn't receive it because I've actioned all my invites so far. You may need to delete the invitation and just resend it. And Bailey, here is a link for one-on-one sessions if you want. Okay. Div, ad account, Lushline. Oh man, I'm not going to be able to get through all these questions, guys. I'm so sorry. I've done my best. We will have to catch up with some of these on Tuesday. Is it Tuesday? Thursday. Today's Tuesday. Lushline. Lush Air? I thought I had Lushline. Or is it Lashline? Where are we? I can't see it. Yeah, my notifications are wild. If you're wondering why I haven't responded to your private message yet, anybody, that is why. I'm literally in every single person's conversation. Div, I can't find Lashline. Or Lushline. Sorry, I can't find it. I literally can't see it. I got My Lush Living, I've got Lush Air, I've got Tasman Lush, I've got Plush Topper, Slumberoo. Body Love is even in there because I'm searching LU. I don't have Lush Line. Div, you may have to give me a screenshot. All right, Diane, DMark, yes. Where do you go from here? Yeah, what you need to do. So a DMark policy is a policy that's sitting inside your domain name. So, one sec. Why can't I see it? Lush Line. Okay, hold on a second. Hold on a second, Div. If that's the case, I probably have access to your business manager and not your ad account. Lush, yeah, Lush. If you can go into your business manager, Div, I can see your Lush Line business manager, but I've got 0 ad accounts in there. So if you could go in and actually grant me permission on your ad account, then I can probably see it. All right, let me go to my Homecraftology domain. This is actually a pretty important question, Diane. So a lot of people might be wondering why they're not getting good open rates. Billy, do you need to upgrade your complimentary pages to look like a primary one format? If you want to, you can. I would definitely. The more work you can do to make every other part of your business look better, the better. Because what Austin teaches you, that's just the starting point. It's enough to make you money. The rest is, that's why we have these growth classes, really. Okay, domain settings for Homecraftology. All right. I probably shouldn't be showing all of that up on my stream, hey? But here we go, domain settings. I don't know what damage you guys could do with all that information. Hold on. Domain that I'd like to manage is Homecraftology. Homecraftology. DNS. Here we go. All right. Diane, let me put your question over here. All right. DMark. So they're saying your DMark policy has a P equals quarantine. This means that emails that fail authentication checks are still delivered, but go to spam junk folder, not the inbox. This setting offers moderate protection against spoofing. Oh man, I got no idea about that. Did they tell you what to change your settings to? Okay, let's find out what we have for Homecraft. DMark. That's my DMark there. So we've got DMark 1 P equals none. And you've got P equals quarantine. So you need to find your text DMark and edit it to have that. And that should hopefully fix your problem. Cool. Just copy mine. Copy mine and hope for the best. Okay. Div. One sec. Okay. Lush. Flush line. There we go. $300. Oh, $100 spent. Okay. $164 spent. One purchase. Yikes. I can see why you needed my help. All right, let me come back here and look at what your question is. You launched a scaling campaign, wasn't profitable. The ads did well in testing. You sent me the invitation. Okay. All right. Split end testing, $46 per purchase. What do you mean? They're doing fine. $50 per purchase. That's not much. I mean, I say fine. I don't know if it's fine for you, but that's the same. Top of funnel, $46 per purchase. Am I missing something here? Because top of funnel scaling, $50 per purchase. What am I missing? What am I missing here? Creative test C5 at $26 per purchase. Damn, that's pretty good. The C5 did well. Also, these two here, another C5. So you've been doing a lot of testing of C5. How many other creatives do you have? Not enough. Nowhere near enough. Okay, I'm beginning to see what the problem is. And then in your scaling camp, oh, okay. Yeah, dude, you can't scale. You can't scale one ad. I don't know why this did so badly. Link clicks were okay. Cost per click was okay. Oh, that was just ad hoc. And then top of funnel here. C5, V2, C5. Yeah, we need a lot more ads. So listen, get onto Dimas. Have Dimas create 5 to 10 awesome image ads. Tell him this is your best ad, but go find your competitors too and see what they're doing. And come back with your scaling campaign. Go and test some of these to figure out which of these are the best ones that Dimas makes, or whoever makes them. I don't care who makes them, but you just need more. You got lucky. Your C5 is good, but you can't scale one ad. It's not possible. Because what happens is the people who don't purchase off this ad, this becomes the only ad that they see. If you only saw one ad of one product, you would, every other time you see the same ad pop up in the news feed, you scroll past it because you're like, oh yeah, I saw that, scroll past. Saw that, scroll past. And you're just wasting your money. You need way more image ads. And that's what will help. Okay, Diane. I'll do one more tonight and then the last three. So Bailey, you're the last one. Renee, Rosaline, Erin, if you could put your comments on my Thursday video, I promise guys, I will be back on Thursday. There's going to be nothing that stops me from coming back this week. Website and ad account had one sale, 4.6 out of 7. Pure Haven. I don't think I have access to your ad account. Shop water filter. Oh, you get the shower filter too. All right. It's not the best product image. It looks really weird on the thing here. Good video there. It's not the prettiest thing with that thing on it. That should be minor inconvenience. Okay, you've got your family is drinking this every day. This doesn't show me what my family is drinking. It's not a good example. A lot of text though. We need to... Okay. I see what you're trying to do. Yeah. Not the best way of presenting this. No one's going to scroll through all of this to find all the things that's in the tap order. So you may want to like simplify this. The fonts seem a bit meh to me, and then there's a lot of text throughout this. It's a bit too text heavy. I appreciate what you've done in getting your own product images. I just don't love that at all. That's good. But there's a whole bunch of free space here that should be used. Okay, this is really important stuff up here. This is what you should lead with. This is good. This should be the first thing I see when I go to your site. Nice. Ah, ChatGPT. Doesn't even look like your product image. Get rid of this. All right, you're on the right track. There are different versions of this same product that look way better. Who is this? Bailey. You don't have to sell this particular one. You're on the right track. I think it's a cool product. I think you can make it work, but I think you should go find a different variation of this for $100. I think you can on AliExpress. There's some nice looking chrome ones. There's some nice looking other ones. Now, I do know that a similar type of product has done very, very well, but we don't want to jump on the back of that one because it's already done well. We should bring out something kind of new. I did look at some a couple of weeks back, and I saw some chrome filters that had the temperature of the water on the outside. I think they were going to cost you a little bit expensive, but you're already selling this for $99. I know that we can get this from China for what? I think like 23 to 26 buckaroos. Thoughts on AI people versus real people? Avoid AI as much as humanly possible. It's not that it's just at the moment. Now I got excited about ChatGPT images, and now everyone's using them. They're too creamy. There is something wrong with them, and I don't know what it is. But also, it makes your product look completely different. So it's very, very confusing when I get down here. You are on the right track. I want you to pause your ads for now and rework this and potentially think about changing the filter that you're using to make one that looks a bit better. People have success, yes, but not from just taking this type of thing. ChatGPT is really good when you give it your product image and you get it to make some really nice, like some good words on the image. I've had a lot of success with ChatGPT image ads. You've just got to work it so that it doesn't look like a ChatGPT ad. But this one could work. This one could definitely work. All right. I've got to end the call here, guys. I've already gone over time. I will be back on Thursday for more of this. So keep going. Keep digging in there and keep getting those sales, guys. I will see you on Thursday.